summer, ice summer, neck. Count up a check. Ice summer, ice summer, neck. Count up a check. Ice summer.
Yo, welcome to the Shot by Dame podcast, and welcome back to another episode. I'm extremely excited to show you guys who I have today, and to kind of get in more on business of what he does. But before we get started, I just want to get a quick shout out to Powerhouse Podcasting and Mike's Perspective. I always appreciate you guys and your work you guys do for me. How's your guys' weekend? How you doing?
Good, man. Good.
Good?
Yes, sir.
This is your first interview?
First one.
First one. Okay.
First
A little bit anxious?
Yeah, a little bit,
Little
man.
bit.
To see what's going on.
Okay, for sure. So for those who don't know you or who might just barely be tuning in to this channel, can you give yourself a quick little explanation of who you are?
Well, my name is Derek Jenkins, owner of Fit Movers, logo here. Also have a clothing brand, Motive Apparel. 30 years old, father of 2 kids, my husband. Bakersfield native, born and raised. BHS, Go Drillers. That's pretty much it, man. You know, just a go getter, man.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's your logo for
Motive right here.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Almost forgot I had it on.
It's fitness.
Yep. Fitness apparel. Yep.
That's dope.
Mhm.
You said you're 30 years old?
30 years old,
Still
man.
young.
Still young,
That's good,
bro.
man. I turned 31 last year.
Yeah.
I'll be 32 this year. I think we're all gonna be 32 this year. That's dope, man. You said you had 2 kids?
2 kids, 2 daughters, bro.
That's dope.
2 daughters,
That's
man.
dope. How is it?
I wanted a boy, but I don't think I'm gonna get one, man.
You planning on for another kid or
No, never.
Never.
Nah, I got an older brother that he got like 4 girls, and then my other brother got 2 girls. I don't think it's in the car. I don't think it's in the cards for us, bro.
Yeah, I have a boy. I have one, and I don't know about you, but like I'm like a super paranoid parent. Like I'm like extremely paranoid, and I have a son, so I can imagine if I had a daughter.
Imagine
I would be like psycho, like
And my daughter, not toot my own horn, but my daughters are pretty, man. And bro, I'm paranoid, man.
I'm paranoid, yeah.
She's 5 years old, man, and I'm like, man, I don't want to see her go to school, bro.
Yeah, I don't.
I might homeschool her just because.
I'm the same way with my son. I'm like, I don't want him influenced by nobody. I don't want nothing. So I can imagine if I have a daughter, like, I'm gonna be completely just like
guns loaded, bro.
I'll just be way too psycho, man. I'll go to jail for something stupid, like, But to kind of get into the interview and see how you got everything started, what sparked the idea of Fit Movers? I've actually have you seen? I think on movies, there's like I forget what they're called, but they're like college kids who do something similar.
Right.
But it's only on movies I've seen it.
Right.
That's why when I actually seen it, I was like, this is crazy because like, how do you even start something like what sparked that?
Well, man, all my life, bro, I've never really wanted to like work for nobody, man. I always see myself like being a business owner. I just never really knew what it was, man. I had a career job. I used to work in corrections as a correctional officer in the state, and I got let go from there in like 2016. And ever since then, bro, I never really wanted a boss, bro. I've always hated my bosses, managers. Like I just, I just like to be my own, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I don't like to get disrespected in a certain way or treated a certain way.
Yeah.
So I was personal training for about 2 years, and that was like okay money, but it's only what you make it. And, I started working for this moving company part time, and I liked it. I actually liked it. You know, like moving myself, I hated it. You know what I mean? Like when you move yourself, you don't want to do that type of stuff, man. But when you getting paid for it, and then like I said, I actually liked it, and ever since then. I was thinking, I was like, man, maybe this could be this could be my niche. Like I can actually start something from this. So I just went away from that company and started my own. And ever since then, bro, it's been going on. I started with like one job every 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Like it was, I didn't have no equipment, like no dollies, nothing. I didn't have no furniture pad. Like it's a lot to it. Like more than what people think. Like when you moving your aunt and uncle, it's not like you just throwing stuff in the U-Haul, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's unorganized.
Yeah, all unorganized. You're gonna have all type of scratches and everything. But like when you learn the actual, it's an art of moving, bro. Seriously. And our customers appreciate it because of how we operate too.
Yeah.
So that's I love it now, bro. It's
And
good.
you could see it on like your Instagram posts and stuff. Like
Mhm.
I see the way you post, like how like it seems how calculated everything
Right,
is inside the truck. Like man, I've moved
right,
a few times.
right.
My shit looks trash,
It's
man.
man,
Like
right. It's strategic, bro.
yeah,
It's like really like Tetris, man.
yeah,
You can't if you put some somewhere in a certain way, it might get broken. That customer ain't trying to pay you no more. You know what I'm
hmm
saying? Like, or you're
yeah,
gonna have a claim on your hands, and so you
yeah,
got, sometimes you learn the hard way in certain things, but it's definitely beneficial, bro.
yeah.
Hmm.
And that's another kind of scary thing that you kind of think of, like you're dealing with someone else's personal things,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like there's a
yeah,
lot of stuff that can go
yeah,
wrong.
yeah.
So like you literally have to be like
Right,
very very careful, knowing exactly like
right.
like because I mean, do you know what's in the boxes and stuff? Like do you?
No, you
So
don't.
you're
I
just
mean, all it says is fragile on the
yeah.
outside. You know what I
You
mean?
don't know what it is.
You
You're
don't
like
know. It could
yeah,
be all type of China, stuff. So you got to make sure you don't put that on the bottom to where it breaks, and you know what I
mm,
mean. But you don't want to put it too high because it might fall.
yeah.
So it's like you gotta find that happy
And
medium.
did you learn all that from the job that you had?
I did, bro. I'm a fast learner, man. So like I said, man, I literally probably I didn't stay there for long, man.
Yeah.
Maybe like a month or two.
Oh damn. So
Yeah,
it was fast.
bro, it was fast. Like I was
That's
already
nuts.
like thinking in my head, like, man, I could do
I
this,
could do it
bro.
myself. Yeah.
Like, but it was a natural thing, and it kind of puts you in a mindset of like, because I used to play football, man, and it kind of puts you in the mindset of that because we working hard, everybody's on the same page, we
Yeah.
trying to get it going, and and that's one of the reasons why I really liked it because it was like it's a team effort,
Mhm.
everybody there to get it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we got to do it right because if you don't do it right,
Yeah. There could be a lot of problems.
it's gonna be some problems.
Yeah.
So
That's nuts.
yeah.
Um, and like, so when did you realize like you wanted to go through with it? Because you said like you were there a very short time, so like this had to be like quick. That you were just like, no, I
Yeah,
could do this. Like,
right, right. I realized, man, when I started to see like my work was like actually satisfying the customers, man. Like
okay,
you see the smile on their faces. Because like I told you, I used to personal train, and that
yeah,
was like one of my biggest things when I see my clients like losing weight and they texting me like, "Hey man, I lost weight."
satisfied or happy.
It's satisfying, man. So it's
Yeah,
just like the same thing with the customers are moving, man. They be like, "Oh man, we're gonna leave you a 5-star review on Google and
that's dope.
Yelp," and like I'd be like, "Yeah, man." So
That's hella
and
dope.
we can build it to something bigger than what it is now. It's looked at as small business and local, but
Yeah,
you know, eyes on the prize, man.
for sure.
Mhm.
Um, and like you weren't scared to just like drop what you were doing to start it. You didn't have like no type of
No, well, I didn't really necessarily drop everything. Was still working at a school district, a high school
okay for
district. Yeah,
sure.
so I still had like a steady paycheck at the same
Okay,
time, and so I was still doing that. I'm still there now.
okay for sure.
So I mean, people be like, "Man, how you still do that?" Like, man, really, because the school is not in session right now.
Yeah,
So
yeah. It's kind of a
that's
benefit.
one of the
It's
reasons.
kind of a
Yeah.
benefit. Yeah,
So, but
kind of let you focus more on.
yeah,
Yeah,
it makes me, yeah, allows me to focus on the bigger picture with the moving and everything. So, and my different avenues I'm trying to take now.
yeah,
But yeah, man, I didn't just drop everything. You
yeah,
know what I mean? And now I got a secretary, so I really can focus on other things. You
yeah.
know what I
It gives
mean?
you more
So yeah,
time for everything else.
man, bro, yeah.
That's
So
dope.
yeah, mhm.
Um, so like one thing I think I feel like every time I see like a small business owner or like entrepreneur or anyone who's like wanting to start something,
uh
I always feel like the hardest part is execution.
right.
Like how did you figure like, okay, I need to do this, need to do this, need to do this? Like how did it
Right.
all come to get
Um,
into pieces and you put it together as far as
right,
like I need to do all this
right.
to execute what I want to do?
Well, I'm already a punctual person, bro. Like I'm very um I can't think of the word I want to say right now, but I like to make sure everything is intact. Like I'm kind of like OCD, like you know what I mean.
Okay,
It got
yeah,
everything got to be a certain way. You know what I'm saying? If you
yeah,
don't put it in like this, it's not gonna happen. Like it. For instance, like an example, I remember this company, this oil company. They called me like this is like my first year when I started. They called me and I answered the phone quick. This is Derek with Fit Movers. I was answering all his questions right. And long story short, we ended up booking the estimate for him. I showed up on time, very punctual. You know, I gave him a quote when I said I was gonna give him a quote, and he was like, "Man,
You're
you."
just on it.
He like,
Just like,
man, he was like amazed at it. He was like, man, every other company I called didn't answer the first time I called them, and they had to call me back, or it wasn't that accessible. I had to get on their website, and then they'll call me, different
yeah,
things like that. And he was like, "Man, you got the job, man." He was like,
yeah,
and it was actually a big contract. Like I said, it
yeah,
was an oil company. I don't want to say the actual name, but it was an oil company, and we ended up. It was like a 3 week job that we
damn,
had to do. Yeah, it was big, bro. So it ended up being very beneficial. So I've always stuck to that point because I didn't never used to answer the phone like that. I used to,
uh,
hello, you know what I
okay,
mean?
yeah, 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 yeah,
So everything is just trial and error, and learning from my mistakes and
yeah,
then seeing how other people do it. I'm very visual. I like to, pay attention to everything. Other companies,
yeah,
I like to watch. Like I said, I watch everything. I'm very punctual and I make sure everything's right. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And strive for 5-star reviews, man. So that's the way we really execute, bro.
yeah,
We push those reviews because the customer love you, don't nobody else would know it unless they put it out there. You know what
hmm.
I'm saying? So
And it's crazy because I feel like that's one of the biggest things for most small businesses
yeah,
is word of mouth. Is how you treat your
you
customer, your
gotta have it.
clients.
You gotta have it.
So like you saying coming out and like the way he responded to you, like, no, I've never had this, I never
Right.
had that. Like he's
Right.
gonna tell other people.
Right.
If there's
Yeah, for
anybody
sure.
looking for somebody moving or
Right.
something, they're gonna be like, look, I went through this guy and like
Right.
no issues.
Right.
You know, he did this, he did that. Like,
Right. And
um,
we had multiple jobs from that, from that company
yeah,
already. You know what I'm saying? And it's like a domino effect. Like
yeah,
once he tells his people, then we do a good job for those people. Then they telling
yeah.
someone, and
It just
that's
continues building.
yeah.
Like,
And you really don't even really got to advertise like that. I mean,
yeah,
I do, but
yeah,
it's really a lot of word of mouth, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that comes with every job you do. Like, treating every job the same with
Right.
the same amount of professionalism
Right.
or the same amount of effort.
Right.
Like I don't think going into any job, big or small, like it should
Mhm.
get the same exact experience
Exactly.
because every person is gonna have. That's what the people remember you from. You know,
Mhm.
when they book you or they get your services, and they have a bad experience,
Right.
they're gonna share that too.
Oh yeah, for
So
sure.
that's one thing I always like look out for
For
too, because I'm
sure.
like, man, if I give someone a bad experience or something goes wrong or anything, like
Right.
I'm sure they're not gonna just ignore it when they're
Right.
telling somebody.
Right.
So yeah, doing that every single job, man, that's like I think it's extremely beneficial to
Yeah,
anybody
man.
who.
I think I was like 6 months in to where I got my first bad review, bro, and it hurt bad.
Uh,
Like it was horrible, man. Like we was getting all these good reviews, and all of a sudden, one of my workers did something stupid,
oh, okay, so it's
and
something just that. Okay.
yeah, and I wasn't even there, but and he don't even work for me no more because I
Mhm.
that's how, like I said, that's how articulate
How
I am. I
how
like,
personal it
yeah,
hits
yeah.
you,
I'm
like,
like
yeah.
that, bro. That I think we didn't get no job for like 3 weeks because of it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Because
damn.
like that's basically the way people hire us was through Yelp at the time,
Mhm.
and it was showing that one bad review on Yelp, bro. It was
Yeah.
just horrible. So
And
I
did
took it.
the person, like, really, like, bash you, or was it just, like,
Yeah,
a
it was
small.
bash.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
yeah, it
See,
was
that's yeah,
bash.
that's bad.
Yeah, and it was like I was like, dang man, because and I told the dude I was like, man, this ain't nothing personal. This is business. You know what I'm saying? But this is why I tell
Yeah.
you to do things my way. If you don't want to do it my way, then
Count. Yeah.
yeah. But I'm not even that type of boss to be like, oh, do my things my way or you're gone. You're this.
Yeah.
I just tell him, how I'm talking to you. Like, hey man, so we're gonna do this like this, and we good.
Yeah.
Don't do it like that, then I have to go to the necessary measures. But like I told you at first, I never really liked the boss, man. Like all my managers I've had, it was always something I didn't like.
Yeah.
So I strive to be better than that
Mhm.
to my employees. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be that that anal boss that always tripping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's
And I think, and it is dope because I feel I've had, like, one good boss,
right,
and, I think what separated him was almost the same way you're saying, like, I try to
right,
talk to them like he knows, like, I
right,
was there before working.
right,
I don't
exactly,
wanna treat you guys the way I felt before.
right, exactly,
And, that's the way he rubs off, and I feel like whenever you have people who do come off that way,
Mhm.
you want to work for them. You
Yeah,
want to do what they're
exactly.
asking. You want to
Exactly.
because they don't feel disrespected. They don't feel like you don't care. They don't feel,
Right. Mhm.
So I do think that that comes a long way as
Yeah,
far as treating your employees or whoever works for you
definitely.
the same way you didn't want to be treated.
Right. Exactly.
Um, so that sucks that review, and then bad reviews could
It
do a
it
lot. Like
man, it stays for a long
yeah,
time, man. And you just got to keep building those good ones, and then they'll
yeah,
overlook those
yeah,
small
yeah.
ones.
The more you get, they're gonna be like, we
Yeah.
had one bad
Like,
review.
yeah, you
Like
got one bad one, so some might have just it might really been an accident.
yeah,
You
it
know
could
what I
have been
mean?
just something that was
Yeah.
off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, damn, that sucks. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Um, so as far as your business, like what all do you guys offer? Because you just said like you did a job for oil. So I didn't know. I had no idea you do like jobs for like just. Is it
Right.
just moving, or is it like what exactly do you guys offer to anyone? Is if they said they wanted to come in and
Yeah.
hire you?
It's just moving. Like what we did for that oil company, we didn't touch none of that, like pipes or anything like
Okay,
that.
for
But it
sure.
was um we move offices, commercial moves, warehouse moves.
Okay.
We do loading, unloading, packing services. Um yeah,
Real
basically everything they got to do with moving, you
real
know what
quick, I
I'm saying?
seen that you posted. I don't know if it was just like your house or something, but
Uh-huh.
you guys put something together.
Oh,
It
the
might have
bed,
been, yeah.
right? Yeah, that was on the job too.
So that's a
Yeah,
job. So you guys do
yeah,
stuff like that as well.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Man, it took us literally, bro. That video didn't do no
No.
justice. That took us like an hour and 30 minutes to put that bed together, bro.
Damn.
And like it would have so many
Pieces.
pieces, bro. And I'm very like handy when it comes to stuff like that,
Yeah.
bro. And it took forever, man. Like it was I wasn't even supposed to be on the job. That's
Yeah.
how when we was taking it apart, I was like, I'm just gonna help y'all take it apart. As I'm taking it
You were
apart,
starting to see everything, just
I'm
like
like, gosh, you know what I mean? Like, cause I don't really work the jobs no more, you know what I mean?
yeah.
But I was taking it apart. I'm like, man, this is a lot, and it took us like a good amount of time to take it apart. So I'm like, it's gonna take the same amount to put it back together.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna stay just for this bed. I didn't do nothing else but take the bed apart and put the
Put
bed
it
together.
together.
I was there for like 3 hours just
God.
because of that.
God. And see, that's what I was telling you before we got started. Like, I couldn't have done it, bro. Like, I'm one of
Man,
those people when I see a lot of pieces,
right,
I
right,
like, bro. I would have told the guy like, I would have put a different bed in their room.
right.
I would have like, I can't do this. I would have got rid
You
of
want to
their
go buy this
bed.
bed from
Yeah,
Walmart real
yeah.
quick?
I would just swapped out their bed. Like,
Right.
nah, but yeah, it's to me. I'm just man, like, cause I seen it, and like you said, if they don't do you justice, I can imagine. Like,
Yeah.
but is that a service you guys do usually offer? Like, if somebody had like, hey, we have an entertainment center or tables, or
Uh,
we want these installed. Like,
Yeah, we do, but normally it's we move the house and then we have to take it apart anyway, and then we just got to put it
mm,
back together. But we do get some calls say, "Hey, I need somebody to just move this into the house, and then can you put it
yeah,
together?" So
you guys do
we
that
do
too.
that too. Yeah,
That's crazy. That's dope.
yeah. So I mean, that's not like our main thing,
Yeah,
but I
but you
mean,
guys do
we
offer it.
do get it. Yeah,
That's
for
dope.
sure.
What other is there anything else that might be like something that because honestly I thought like I literally thought you guys literally just went grabbed boxes and moved it
Right.
and then set it to wherever it needs to go. But I
Uh.
started seeing more and more like
Right.
you guys do a kind of a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty much it. But I mean, it's a lot to it though. And like with that moving, it's not just picking up boxes.
You guys provide
It's
all the
actually
supplies like the boxes and I see you
well,
wrapping some stuff.
if we do, that's we got to add the packing services. But normally, like default is they pack
You
everything
can just
and then
pick
we
up and
just
go. Okay.
just pick up and go. But we wrap all furniture with like furniture pads, stretch wrap, and make sure because like I said in the post, it's like everything. You don't even see the furniture like while it's in the truck because it's
Yeah,
covered.
it's covered. Yeah,
It's covered in in furniture pads and all that. So make sure it don't get damaged or scratched or
it's
anything like
expensive.
that.
No, getting all that extra material.
That's what I said. At first, I didn't have nothing, man.
Yeah,
But now I accumulated so much over time, man. So many tools, so many furniture pads. I probably got like 100 furniture pads now. Them
uh,
things ain't cheap either. They're like
yeah,
$8 a piece, man.
uh,
And then you got to get dollies. Like today, it's like we got like 5 jobs today, so I got to have a dolly for every
every
job.
job.
So I
Yeah,
mean, so
for sure.
you got to have all that. You know what I mean? Even though we're a small business, man, we got days like this to where it's
Was it it's not his name is part of that, but I was just thinking about it because like for us like as photographers like
mm,
I think people see us with the camera. It's like
uh,
okay, that's cool. That's all they have is the camera.
right,
But like a lot of stuff
Right.
behind the
No,
scenes.
it's
Like,
a lot,
so
bro.
I'm guessing like you guys have a lot you need to spend money on in order to do your
Man,
job,
definitely, bro. You can't.
especially some materials that are kind of like where you just throw them away after, right?
Right. Well, the stretch wrap, yeah, that's like a own thing that payment that I got to keep paying because once you use it, you can't reuse it. You gotta throw it away. So that's pretty much the only thing that we throw away. But everything else, like the furniture pads, keep that. So once you pay for it, unless you give it away or rip or something like that, then you throw it away. But that's just stuff that we try to keep and try to keep it clean and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
um,
I don't think a lot of people will see, and it's hard, and that's another reason too. Like I like to bring people here and find
right,
out the ins and outs about their business because
right,
like it is a lot. So when somebody sees like something going on, like, oh, that's real simple, but it's
right.
like there's a lot into it, man. Like there's a lot
No,
that people won't
yeah,
see, and
yeah,
like especially like that's the rap you're talking about. Like
right,
if you're in a business and you constantly have to keep repurchasing something and
right,
repurchasing,
right,
like to me that's a lot like a big expense,
right. It is,
and
man.
it's like,
And our prices, reflect on that. That's why we charge what we charge because we got to bring everything.
mm-hmm,
We still got supplies that we got to go buy. You know what I mean, for your move. You know what I
yeah,
mean, in order to protect everything.
everything, yeah,
So, like I said, it's not no moving your aunt and uncle and
exactly,
just throwing your dresser in there with drawers flying out when
mm-hmm,
you driving. Nah, you'll never see that none of that with fit movers because
yeah,
we wrap everything, man. So
that's dope,
it's
man.
very beneficial for sure.
Um, what was like the hardest job you've had to date? I'm talking about like all around, not just moving, not just the biggest, but like hardest. Like what was like anything that made it hard to like you guys couldn't fit something in, or you guys couldn't get something out, or something that you just felt like this is the worst, hardest job I've ever had.
um, uh, that's a good question. Cause I got a few like that come to mind. I got a few that's hard and a couple that's nasty that what I mean?
Ah,
that like but one I would say is probably the top of the list. Um, is this house? It was in Studio City. Literally had like 60 stairs to get to the house. Like
God.
literally, bro. Like this,
Yeah,
I'm not. Ain't no. That's no exaggeration. And they had some heavy furniture, bro. And it wasn't no just straight stairs.
been
It's
moving is
it's like this, and then once you get to the platform, then you got to go up 30 more, and it was crazy, man. So we had to. It was hot that day. It's probably like 100 degrees. Um, and the house was already on the hill. So it was like everything about that job was like, oh my God. But the people were very cool. They knew. They was like, they kept saying like, we're so
yeah.
sorry. Because they
knew why they
knew,
hired you,
yeah,
man.
they
They're
knew.
like, this is gonna be horrible.
And we're
Like,
fit, bro.
yeah.
And we're fit. So we was like four of us, and we were going up them stairs. Like the first hour, we're like, yeah, we're getting it. After a while, we
You're just like,
walking up them stairs, like you can't because we usually like if we don't have anything on our hand, man, we run into the next thing because the customers pay hourly. So
okay, for sure.
we try to make the customer pay less. We ain't
Yes.
trying to,
Try to be more efficient. So
yeah,
it's like, okay, like,
yeah, we're not trying to charge them up to up the ante for our moving services. So we trying to knock it out as quick as we can. So we usually run, so we seen them stairs like, shoot, it's time to get it. Let's go.
damn.
We running them stairs doing it. I'm like,
Start
you
slowing
know what?
down.
Hey, y'all, we go take a different approach.
Yeah.
Just walk up the stairs, get your breath a little bit, because when you come down the stairs, it's
Yeah.
the same amount of, So that's probably like the top of my list because of the stairs. Like it was some heavy stuff, but those stairs just made everything. And any moving company know, like stairs is horrible.
That's just,
It wasn't no elevator. You know what I mean? Every moving company, when you tell them, they ask, all right, do you have stairs? And that's for a reason because like you got to charge extra for that because
yeah.
that's wear and tear on our bodies. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like
Hell yeah.
then you got to hoist stuff up, like up rails, and
Yeah.
then we got to go all the way down. Then your stuff got to be intact the way you had it. You know what I'm saying? We can't bump nothing. We can't break it. So that's a liability, man.
Yeah.
I could break my back coming down these stairs. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
another thing too, is like thinking like of big jobs or stuff like that. Like it's not just heavy stuff.
Right.
It's like even if the stuff's like, okay, it's not super heavy, but
Right.
like when you have to like maneuver your body
Yeah.
to like lift it over this
Yeah,
way,
exactly,
that
bro.
way, like
And
there's a lot of stuff that goes into it. And
it's a lot.
like you said, like, yeah, like we have to be able to get this huge entertainment center out
Right.
without scratching your wall or without
and that brings me to another one too, man. This 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 job here. So I was talking to this lady, and I was giving her an estimate, and it was supposed to be for 3 guys, right? And it was because it was like an upright piano,
Oh damn.
and it was an older one, right? And she was like, you know what? I can't pay that much. And I was like, you know what? We can have 2 guys, but we can, the price would be a little cheaper. So okay, let's do that. And I'm not really thinking about, that upright piano, you know what I'm saying? And at the time we were using the U-Haul, it's the ramp, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay, yeah.
So the customers, they were older, you know what I mean? So they weren't gonna help us.
Mm-hmm.
And usually like upright pianos, probably like maybe like about 2 to 3 feet tall, maybe a little taller. This upright piano was taller than me.
Oh shit.
And it was very old, antique, but heavy, bro. It had to be at least 500-600 pounds, bro.
Oh, and there's only 2 guys?
2 guys, bro. And we had to get it up the ramp and down the ramp, bro. So they were, I think they were like living in LA or something like that, and we had to hoist it up the ramp, and that was pretty rough because the ramp is only, it's about this skinny, and it got wheels on it, but the wheels is like this wide, so you can't even roll it up the ramp. You really got to pick it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even with a furniture dolly, you can't even because it's too big. You know what I mean? So we getting it down was I really feel like I got a hernia taking that piano down. Like it was, and they moved it to Hatchaby, so they was on the hill too. So the ramp wasn't even sturdy. It was moving when we was going down, bro. It was like we were just taking it down. Like,
Yeah.
and it was horrible, bro. Like, and like I said, bro, that goes with that's a liability. I got to take this big piano down the ramp, and I basically almost broke my back trying to carry this thing because y'all wanted it, you know what I mean? But you didn't want to pay for 3 movers, you know what I mean? And that was a trial and error. I would never do that again.
So I was about to ask you,
I would never do that again.
does it get to a point now where like some jobs like we just can't do it like that, and we can't like
I would never.
Like we just can't like, even though they want to go a little bit, like we can't pay for that. Can we do it a little bit cheaper? Like, and you're just kind of like, we can't, like, instead of like trying to work with them,
right.
It's just like it's not worth it because there's stuff that could go wrong like that. Like you could blow out your back.
Yeah, I could have, man, but luckily we didn't. It was just 2 of us, but like we got it in, man. But I would never do that. Put that on my worker again. You know what I'm saying? That's not even worth it, man. Like I'd rather keep us safe than trying to satisfy a few $100s. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
I rather say, you know what? I'm sorry.
We just
if you don't want to pay this,
we just can't
we
physically
can't
do it.
we can't do that, because that's a liability.
Yeah, and especially like getting to that job knowing like, damn, like, how do we do? How do we do this? Like,
because you can't say, all right, we got everything out the house but the piano.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gonna keep that there?
What do you got to do with that?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. We had to get it, and it was the last thing. We was like, here we go, let's get it, man. And nah, bro, never again, though.
Yeah,
I almost pulled like a guy off the street, like, hey, man,
like,
I give you $20 real quick.
Just give me a quick hand.
Yeah.
So you just, I don't know how you did it, but you just created a commercial. It was aired, right?
Yeah.
I think I see you posted it was aired.
Yeah.
So, not to talk about this if you don't want to as well, but how does that work? Because I've never really thought about doing a commercial, but I've seen other people do commercials, but I've never seen anybody air it. It was more like a commercial just for their Instagram.
Right.
How does that work? Is that expensive? Is that it? Like, how's the whole situation like?
That commercial, man, that guy, it was a guy that reached out to me randomly, man. His name is Chaz Ingram. He's like one of the sales guys from for 23 ABC News.
Okay.
And he reached out to me, and I was like, and at first, when you get a call like that, you thinking it's a scam. I'm like, he ain't from 23 ABC, you know what I mean? But I'm talking to him, and he's like, yeah, and I met up with him. I'm like, okay. So he told me the price. I was like, but
okay.
When I first started it, I was like, man, if we had a commercial, I was always thinking, man, if we had a commercial, man, it'd be dope. You know what I mean? If we actually, aired a commercial on TV, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I know it's another moving company that uses TV commercials, and that's all people talk about. It like, oh, are you so and so movers? I'm like, no, we're not. And
So
I got tired of that. So when he hit me up, I was like, man. And luckily, last year was a good year for us. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it, man. It was expensive for sure.
Yeah.
It was a pretty penny, but
Feel like it's worth it right now?
Yeah, it's worth it for
Yeah.
sure because I get random texts all the time. Hey man, I seen your commercial on
Oh,
TV.
damn.
I was at work, I seen it, or somebody was at the gym. Hey, I seen your commercial. It was playing at Planet Fitness. I'm like, man, that's dope, bro.
Yeah. And
So
then the way you have your truck set up, I remember I was driving home because I have a full time job as well. I come
mhm.
from the oil field, so I come all the way down Panama,
Oh yeah,
and I remember because your truck's huge,
mhm.
and I remember seeing your whole logo wrapped.
Right,
Like I was
right,
coming home, I was right after I talked with my best friend,
right,
and I remember seeing you guys post it, and I
right.
was like, "That's dope,"
That's that,
And
man.
it's like, and it's different, and it's like when you see it, you know exactly what it is.
Right, exactly.
If you've met like or if you follow you or if you've seen, it's not gonna be like, oh, I wonder if that's them. Like, no, you
Yeah,
know
you
it's
know
you.
it for sure.
And
Yeah.
so it was far. I was like off in Panama, and I seen it like in a neighborhood,
Right,
but it
right.
was like kind of I'm guessing like up a driveway,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, oh, that's dope. Like
Right.
that's crazy that you could just like literally find it out of nowhere.
That it's a
Um,
billboard, man.
yeah,
That's
exactly,
like
like
the
a driving
best.
billboard.
That's the
Yeah,
best investment I've made,
yeah,
to date for this company. That right there, I feel like that's more beneficial than a commercial.
commercial.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
because
Because
everywhere you go,
when we drive it, people always looking like
hmm
you know what I mean. It's just, everybody's always looking at it and they're like, oh, let me jot that down.
yeah,
So I think it um separates from other moving companies too that don't have it. You know what I
hmm
mean? Some of them just get there, and I'm not down in it because
yeah,
I still rent trucks sometimes if we need it. You know what I mean? But like, it's better than pulling in with a U-Haul. You know what I
hmm
mean? And saying, "Oh yeah, we're so and so movers, but you got a U-Haul." Like,
yeah,
I did that for 2 years, man.
yeah.
So it's like a love and hate relationship, man. But
But it's dope, I think, with your truck because of like the way it brands itself.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
it's beneficial,
and
man.
like you
I
said,
love it.
if someone comes with like a blank truck, like that's still their job. But
Yeah,
like you said, like when your truck is parked in the neighborhood
right,
and
right.
people see you guys moving
See that?
something,
Yeah.
everybody's gonna remember that.
They gonna and when it comes time for them to move, they're like, you know what? Hey, didn't we see the truck
Hmm
in the driveway? Oh yeah, we took a picture of it. So
Yeah, because
yeah,
if you have a company and you just show up with like a U-Haul,
yeah,
they might just think that that person's moving
right,
themselves. You
exactly,
know,
yeah,
so it don't really help your business.
right,
But if that's all you have for now, that might just be a way
right,
they went with it. But
right.
nah, the truck is dope, man.
I appreciate it, man.
And the commercial is dope. I never seen anybody from a small business actually air a commercial. So I was like,
And that's why I
that's
did
something
it,
different.
man. That's why I did it. I was like, I got to get out of the box, man.
Yeah.
I gotta change it. I gotta get out of that small mindset. You know what I
hmm
mean? Because don't nobody think about just
Yeah.
everybody thinks a TV commercial is out of reach. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I thought it was too. You know what I mean? I wasn't even planning on doing it that time. That soon. But when he reached out to me, that's when I was like, okay, maybe I should do this.
Yeah.
And another news company reached out to me recently, and so we might be partnering with somebody else now
That's
too. And
dope.
so it's like, man,
That's crazy.
the more people see it, it's like, man, it's dope, man.
Yeah. And did you figure this would like become bigger than what it was so fast? Or did you
Um,
feel like it's gonna take time to do everything? Or
no, I did. I got high hopes, man, and I work hard, man. So I know what I'm capable of. Ever since I was little, man, I've always seen myself doing something big. I've never seen myself being, working for someone else, man.
yeah,
And I've always known that I'm gonna make a lot of money. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like, no sugarcoat. It's just um, I knew the company was gonna get big. I just didn't know how soon and how
yeah,
fast. We're nowhere near where I wanted it to be though.
for sure,
So I definitely got a lot of things in store for 2021. You know what I mean? So it's just hope for the best or pray for the best.
for sure. And to
Mhm.
kind of go on that, like, do you plan to expand the business as far as like, I'm not sure because I don't know too much, but like I know you just right now said a few times like look like you had jobs out in LA,
Mhm.
different areas.
Right.
So that kind of sounds like when you already making moves out of Bakersfield,
Right.
like that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're already getting there.
For sure.
Is there any other like plans like to expand it as far as like are you maybe gonna get more another truck or
Yeah.
something else or
Definitely another truck this year. I think I definitely want to expand too. Like actually make it another location in another city. So we don't have to actually drive. Like if we do
yeah,
have a job
something
in
big.
LA or something like that, we already got that. We can just dispatch from that location. You know what I
That's
mean?
dope.
So that's that's definitely in the plans. I'm not sure if it'll be this year or next year, but it's definitely in the plans. But definitely another truck that is
Yeah.
this, for sure, especially for the summertime.
Yeah.
It's gonna go crazy.
That's dope.
Hmm
So to kind of wrap up the actual main questions, do you have like a main goal for 2021?
Uh, I think one of my main goals is without saying too much, I want to double the revenue from last year.
Mm,
Um, because last year I didn't get the truck until July of last year.
okay.
So all of that expense from me renting
Mm-hmm.
um is out
Yeah.
from this year. So now from January to July is already a doubling the profit.
Yeah.
So now with me getting another truck is gonna up the ante a little bit.
Yeah.
So
It
I
allows you
definitely
to be more flexible
yeah for
to more
sure
jobs, you know?
for sure. So I definitely want to double the revenue for this year. This year, that's one of my main goals.
That's dope.
Sure. Mm.
Do you feel like you'll hit that goal?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. I'll hit it.
That's dope.
I hit it. Even if it's not with this business, I'm gonna hit it in another
Yeah.
business if
However
I
you,
got to.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
That's dope, man.
hmm
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, that's another thing too, because I feel like I've been talking about it for like almost every podcast, but like mine is to pretty much just go like full time.
Uh,
And like last year was supposed to be my year,
uh,
and then just went crazy.
right, right.
And it kind of like took a little bit. I might have I probably wouldn't be able to make it still,
Uh,
but like my mindset going for this year is the same thing. Like I'm gonna do it this year.
right,
You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't have it in my head that I'm not.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Before it was like maybe. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like maybe I might.
Right,
I'll
right.
try. But now it's like nah, I'm doing it this year.
That's all it
And it's
is,
like
man. It's really just going to get it, man. Like telling yourself, giving yourself no option to fail, man.
yeah,
It's like you just got to go get that.
for sure.
you know.
All right. So this is a small little segment that we put into my podcast. It's called Dame's Dumbass Questions.
All right.
Because they're just dumb. All right,
All
they're
right.
dumb. There's something I just want something fun to end off the interview with.
Right.
And just for a little bit of laugh and just there's just a couple questions. So this one you don't have to answer if you don't want. I just put it
Alright,
on
for
here
sure.
because I think we talked about it like a month ago or so.
Very
But
curious.
you gonna take the vaccine or no?
No.
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 At all. Nothing.
At all.
Do you take any type of shots?
No.
Flu shot?
No.
Me either.
No.
It's weird.
Definitely not. I think they got to do with religion for me, bro.
Oh, okay, for sure.
Like first thing I think of, and we ain't got to talk about this if
Yeah,
you
yeah.
don't, you know what I mean? But because I grew up in church and stuff like that, and I think of the 666 when
Okay,
I
yeah.
think about, or Mark of the Beast when I
Mhm.
think about getting that vaccine. You're not gonna put nothing in me, like
Yeah.
even if they talk about putting chips in people to go to
Yeah.
work, and it's out for me, bro.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I'm not a vaccine person because I've never taken like a flu shot.
Never.
Like, I've never like I think the only shots maybe I got was to go to school. I don't know if
Yeah,
they really doing that back
yeah,
then. I'm not
the
100%
tetanus
sure.
and all that. Yeah,
Yeah.
the hippopotamus or whatever.
But like
it's
I've never
called.
taken the flu shot, and I was telling these guys like I've never got the flu.
Oh yeah.
Um, I'm not sure if you know, but I've had COVID earlier last year.
No.
So it kind of makes me feel like damn,
Mm,
like maybe I do want to take because how bad I got sick.
no. Was it pretty
Um,
bad?
Yeah, it was pretty bad for me.
Yeah.
But I think it has to do on your health. I'm
Right.
not very healthy.
Uh,
So I think that's what it was because somebody else in my family got it too,
right.
and theirs was like 2-3 days got sick and
Oh yeah.
it wasn't even bad. So it's here and there, but I'm the same thing. I'm skeptical.
Yeah.
So what is the funniest movie you've seen in the last 10 years?
Funniest movie.
And this could be your opinion. It don't have to be like, oh, this is like a fact funniest movie. It could just be for you.
My opinion. Man, I got a lot of them, man. I'm a Martin Lawrence fan, bro. So
Okay.
anything with Martin Lawrence is like
Has he brought anything?
no.
last 10
Well,
years?
he
I'm sure he has in the last 10, but
he's Bad Boys 3, but I didn't really like that one that
I
much.
haven't even seen it yet. I
Yeah,
didn't know it was that.
it
Okay.
was alright.
Yeah.
Last 10 years, that's hard, man.
Have you seen The Wedding Ringer?
I have.
Kevin Hart and some other dude. Have you seen
Oh
it?
yeah. I don't really like that either.
Nah. I don't know why I was stuck on that movie for like a year straight.
Yeah.
I just thought it was the funniest thing ever.
That's an interesting question, bro. I'm trying to figure out what, cause I don't really.
Do you watch comedy movies?
I do, but the last 10 years, I'm trying to figure out what was there any funny movies like that?
Yeah, just something that's just like
you know what I mean? Like I said, I'm like Martin Lawrence, Blue Streak, National
Oh,
Security.
okay, yeah.
You
Mhm.
know, like all the Martin Lawrence movies, bro. I just love the way he act. I don't
Did
know
you like
why.
it since his TV show?
Definitely.
That's
I
okay.
still watch that to this day.
Yeah.
Martin. Yeah,
Uh,
all of it. Used to all that. The range, all that.
I don't know if you like either one of these, but what would you pick, UFC or boxing?
Boxing.
Boxing. You
Yeah.
watch both of them, or
I don't really watch UFC like that. I will if
Oh.
if it's on,
like
but
a
I
big
don't.
fight or something or whatever?
Oh, so and so's fighting tonight. I never know.
Oh,
You know what I
okay,
mean?
for sure.
But
So-
like boxing, I know like Canelo fighting or Mayweather was fighting. I'm Mayweather. Yeah.
Has he been?
Huh?
Yeah. What about now? You have a favorite fighter now?
Javante Davis and
Yeah,
Errol Spence.
Spence. Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah. Out of them two,
Mm,
I don't think they'll ever fight.
nah, not because of weight.
Um,
but
I don't know, bro.
Spence is supposed to fight Bud, or I think everybody's talking about him fighting Bud, but I don't.
That is a hard. I think Javante is going to fight Ryan Garcia.
Yeah.
For real? Again? Oh,
Yeah, they're never
God.
gonna fight. They're never gonna fight.
Damn. I didn't know that. Yeah.
Yeah, Haney. Yeah.
No,
I just think Davis is another. He's in another.
yeah.
I just feel like he's gonna beat anybody who fights right now.
Yeah, he don't.
Yeah.
I don't see him losing.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a Mayweather thing. When Mayweather was fighting different people, it was never a doubt in my mind. He's not gonna lose to him.
Yeah.
Like his defense is too good. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Tank, he's just too. He's too smart and he's too powerful. But he can take a punch.
Mhm. I feel like even like right now with anybody who could maybe fight him. Well,
I think the biggest match is gonna be Ryan Garcia.
Garcia. Yeah, I think he could put up a fight. I just don't think he'll win. Like I think he'll get knocked out.
Right? Who, Ryan?
Ryan. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's a good fighter though, but I just don't think he's.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll win that fight.
I think
You know what I'm saying?
they just say it because he's like really fast, and he is.
Yeah.
He is,
But
but
he's popular.
yeah,
So I think
yeah.
that's kind of more of a thing too.
Right.
You prefer football or basketball?
Football.
Football.
Yeah.
Never been a basketball fan?
No, I have. I just play football. I
Okay.
mean, I played basketball too, but I had I had high hopes for football. You
Oh,
know,
okay.
I just
What position you play?
running back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you kind
Yeah.
of built like a running back.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is random. I don't even know if you eat this stuff, but Burger King or McDonald's?
Man, when I used to eat that stuff, it used to be Burger King, bro. Those rodeo cheeseburgers with the extra barbecue sauce, bro.
I don't think I've ever ate that. Look at that.
Rodeo cheeseburgers. When I used to, I haven't been to Burger King in probably like 6 years, bro.
Oh, okay.
I don't eat beef no more though.
Oh no, are you like a vegan?
I eat turkey burgers. No, I'm
Oh,
not
okay,
vegan.
okay,
I just
for
eat like if I eat a burger, it's
Healthier.
it gotta be a turkey burger. Yeah, I can't
Sure.
eat red meat, man. That's
You a fan of McDonald's? I hate McDonald's.
fries,
The fries.
the chicken sandwich.
I hate McDonald's.
Yeah?
Actually, yeah, I kind of hate.
I got
hate it.
kids now.
Like, I'm trying to
I
think
got
about,
kids now, bro. So that's the only reason why I go to like
Yeah.
certain stuff like that. I go to
Mhm.
Jack in the Box, McDonald's, and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Just go get a fry for my daughter, and that's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I'd pick Burger King too over
Yeah.
McDonald's. I don't know why. I just never liked McDonald's. It's just
But the crazy thing is, I haven't been to Burger King, forever, bro. But we go to McDonald's all the time, just for my kids. But like, we never just say, "Hey, let's go to Burger King."
yeah.
It's almost like an Arby's now. Like you don't never hear nobody
Yeah,
say,
we
"Let's
go
go
to
to
Arby's."
let's go to
Yeah.
let's go to Arby's." Yeah.
Okay, so what is your worst habit? This could be anything. This could be like just you in general, or it could be like your business habit or anything. What's just like a worst habit you have?
Worst
Yeah.
Like-
just like a bad habit you have.
bad habit.
So a bad habit you like me, like one of my bad habits is cussing. And I don't know why. Like I'm not a like this whole podcast, I think I've been good on cussing.
Right.
But I'm actually really bad on cussing. Like
Oh, yeah?
you can ask him. Like we were in a church shooting a wedding one time, and I was just like, I need to get out of here because I just can't stop. Like there was things going on that I was just like cussing. I'm like, why am I cussing like
Right.
in a church? And then even in the same sentence, I'm telling him I need to stop cussing. I
You
had a cuss
cuss.
word. Yeah. And I was just like, this is a really bad habit. But yeah, like,
Damn, bro. A bad habit, bro. That's man. I don't know, bro. Bad habit.
Just something you think maybe you could change. Like, I need to stop doing this. Like, it's a little bad habit I got.
I don't
Just
put gas.
yeah, just anything. I
my
wait till
car
the
go
morning.
empty.
I wait till the morning to put gas.
I eat late.
Man, I guess I'm just real perfect, bro.
Just real perfect.
Because I'm trying to think. Nah, I bet you my wife, man, when she watches, she like, you got a lot of bad habits.
Yeah.
She'll have something to say about it, but
Yeah. Tell her to
but
put all your bad habits in the
yeah, I know,
comments. Just let
right?
her in the comments.
But I think one of them probably would be not put my clothes up in the in the room, like you said though. Like
Yeah.
sometimes when I get home, like if I'm tired or something like that, I'm not putting it in dirty clothes. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go take this off and I'm gonna hopping in bed, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I
For
think
sure.
that might be one of the baddest habits. Other than that, I think I'm perfect, bro.
No problems. If you were in one of these movies, which one would you rather? Which one do you think you would survive in? Titanic or Jurassic Park?
I hate being cold.
I wouldn't survive
Jurassic
either
Park.
one. I can't.
I think I would survive Jurassic Park, bro.
Yeah, you get away from.
I can run, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those
I
raptors
can
are
hide
fast.
too. I know, but you got to be smart, bro.
You might be able to wrestle one of the raptors. Though.
Yeah, that's my whole thing.
I think you'll be able to get one of them.
A little pterodactyl
Yeah.
or something. Yeah. Little Petrie.
You feel like what was his name from Titanic? Jack.
Yeah,
Jack. You think he could have fit on that little board? I think they played him.
Yeah, they definitely played him,
For
bro.
real.
He could have fit.
Yeah, she could have laid on top of
He
him.
could have fit.
Yeah.
She didn't really want to save him, bro. She didn't want to save him. She didn't, bro. Yeah, Jack could have been saved, man. R.I.P. Jack.
So the last one is: are you a morning person? Would you rather get up
Definitely
early, or just kind of like 9 o'clock?
Definitely a morning person, bro.
Yeah, you can get up, no problems, no nothing.
Oh, bad habit. That's what I just came.
There
It just
it
came to
is.
me.
There it is.
I fall asleep on a movie, like, bro, like.
Oh, okay. I was like, I thought you meant like driving or something like that.
No, like my wife gets mad at me too because like it'll be like 8 o'clock when we watching the movie. I'm falling asleep. That's my bad habit right there.
Is
But
it like any movie or is it just movies you don't?
any movie,
Oh,
it's just because I don't know. At nighttime I get tired. It's probably because I wake up early every day. Like I'm just an early bird. I rise early, man. I'm looking at stock market. I'm on something. I'm gonna go do a job, something like workout. You know what I mean? I'm always waking up early. So
there's always a reason for you to get up.
Yeah, but like even if it's not a reason, I can't sleep in. You know what I mean? Like this morning, I was up at 5 o'clock. You know what I mean? But I had to do stuff. But like sometimes I just can't sleep. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I got to go get up. So, but yeah, that's my bad habit. But I'm definitely a morning person for sure.
That's dope. Yeah, I think I've built myself to be a morning person because of my job.
Yeah.
Like it's like an hour drive to my work.
Right.
So I have to leave by like 5 o'clock, 5:15.
I really think that, waking up early is like a benefit in disguise, and people don't really see it. Like you can start your day early, you be productive early. You know what I'm saying? Like you get stuff done. You know what I mean? You wake up at 11, 12. It's like, man, what did I do? You know what I mean?
You kind of feel that way too.
Yeah,
like if you stay too long, you're just like, then you wake up, you're like,
bro, if I wake up too late, I have a headache, man. Like that's how bad it is for me. I'll have a headache all day because I woke up at 10, 11. I will never. I can't do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's only way I'll do it is if I'm forcing myself to stay in bed. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And I can't. Even when I'm sick, I'm trying to go.
You
know what I mean? I'm trying to get up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all right, man. So that's pretty much all the questions. Were those kind of bad questions? Cool.
Good, man. I like that.
Okay,
yeah,
sure.
I like that. The bad habit kind of threw me for a loop for a minute, but I got it. I got it.
But I appreciate you coming in. I know I reached out to you a while back, and then we had a few issues.
Right.
And then I pretty much like had to reschedule stuff and do things differently. Because same thing here, it's trial and error. We're kind of figuring stuff out.
For sure.
But I appreciate you sharing all your information with us.
Man.
And, and hopefully this can bring more people to see.
Yeah, definitely.
What you do and what your business provides for people.
Man.
And again, man, thank you for showing up.
Thanks for having me, man.
What is your Instagram?
Instagram for the Fit Movers is FIT_movers. So fit_movers.
Okay,
yeah.
for sure.
And then my personal page is DJENKK, my first initial, last name.
For sure.
Mhm.
And then do you have any other social media for Fit Movers?
Facebook. Yeah, you can
Facebook.
find it on Facebook on the Fit Movers. I have a Twitter. I don't really use it though, but it's pretty much just Instagram and Facebook.
For sure.
Mhm. Yeah.
All right. Well, if anybody's looking for you, hopefully they can find you on Instagram.
Yeah, for sure.
And again, thank you for showing up for the podcast, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you, man.
And,
Thanks for having me.
We'll go ahead and wrap it up. And for everybody still tuned in, thank you guys for watching this episode. If you haven't yet, please go subscribe to the channel. If you guys like this video, please leave a comment on anything you guys might want to ask. And I appreciate everyone. Thank you guys. Peace out.
Ice on my neck, that's incoming. I'm a pretty boy, I'm still